So firstly, how would you guys describe your sound? I know obviously indie's kind of the overarching term, but
it's too broad of a...
Yeah.
It's way too broad of a statement, indie is now. I mean, some people include themselves in indie, and they're like... I don't know, they're more like... There's this shoegaze coming about now.
Yeah.
And everything's being branded as indie.
True.
But really, I don't know.
I think we're closer to rock, aren't we?
Yeah, rock.
We have an indie lifestyle to a certain degree. I mean, we... the way we...
I'd say alt rock, mate, to be honest.
Alternative
Yeah,
rock,
that
yeah.
probably
That's
fits, yeah.
probably it,
There's we got a few songs that are definitely heavier than like we're definitely not indie pop or indie.
No.
yeah.
But we do try and make each song sort of like a little bit different from what we've done before. Do you know what I mean? Like we've got like a sound, haven't we? But
Yeah.
each song is different and unique in its own way.
That is our motive, is to keep making songs that we can't play and then practice them,
Yeah.
right? And practice them until we can play them, and then we've essentially, made something that we couldn't come up with ourselves.
It's a really hard question to answer.
Yes, yeah, I can imagine, yeah.
Yeah, man.
And what's it like? Both of these shows have sold out now, right?
Yeah.
That must be a cool feeling.
Oh,
Yeah,
brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
In Derby, at the Blessington, I mean, we played. I spoke to the guy about putting gigs on here again because they were a bit nervous about it because Flower Pot's up the road, but really,
Yeah.
they're not doing much over there, so they've given it a shot. We came here to support Public Eye with their 2 shows.
Cool.
Mate, the same, mate.
Cool,
sold out
yeah.
two
The same,
nights.
And I think it just shows that there's an appetite for it, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Massively. I mean, we do present. I mean, a lot of people might not have heard us, but heard our music, but have heard about us, and we present ourselves in almost like a bit of a grungy way, kind of. I don't know, maybe not,
Yeah.
not to a T, but
It's a brilliant feeling, mate. To
we
have
are
back-to-back
authentic.
sellouts.
Yeah,
let's put
exactly.
it that way. We do.
Yeah.
We
it's
focus
brilliant.
on being ourselves, and the
Yeah.
fact of selling both shows out, do our own thing, which we adore, is just it's a privilege, and we just want to do more of it constantly.
Yeah, it is nice to see a bit more of the kind of music scene coming back to Derby because
Exactly.
obviously there's the Hairy Dog, like you say, there's Flower Pot, but it's nice to have
And venues
something
shut
else.
down. And
Yeah,
stuff, but
exactly,
I
yeah.
think they're
Yeah,
gonna
that's-
they're gonna
well,
do
no,
something
is
with
it-
that again. Yeah.
Oh, I did see something about it reopening
Well,
or
last time we
something.
played there, it was just not. It wasn't what the venue was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just destroying the venue. It's not what.
No,
that
yeah.
club was. But in terms of getting back to our sound, I think we are a band that's like different to other indie bands in terms of grunge does have more of an influence on us, doesn't it?
Yeah,
we-
heavier.
We don't follow what's trendy. We just follow our own art
Exactly,
and
yeah.
our own ears, and what we want to hear, and we try and make something that sounds like our lives at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, just whatever you kind of listen to,
Well,
throw
no,
a bit of
just-
that in and...
No, just try and come up with something like then and there without any influence.
Yeah.
If possible, Obviously, your influences come in unconsciously anyway. So why try to sound like someone else?
Yeah, true.
That's not what the people that you love to listen to did.
Yeah, true.
Not always.
And obviously you guys have been all over the place. I saw obviously the photos and stuff from Why Not and all that kind of thing. And how would you guys say the scene is these days?
Well,
obviously-
locally, you mean, or
Well, just
in terms of-
yeah, kind of in general, really. I know
Yeah,
obviously
I
we're
mean-
a couple of years removed from all the lockdown and all that kind
Yeah,
of thing.
yeah.
Now, so.
I mean, it's coming back, but I do feel
It's been driven underground.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
And what goes underground eventually will one day come to the surface.
I mean, there's a lot of good groups coming out of Derby, do you know what I mean, at the minute.
Yeah.
And Derby's never really had like a proper scene, has it, really?
No, true.
But it's always had
It
the
feels like
people.
it's developing.
Derby's always been a city of music listeners and lovers. Like
Yeah,
people from Derby will go anywhere in the world to
Yeah.
go and see music that they love. But there's just
It's not like
Isn't it-
Manchester and Sheffield.
No,
is it?
no, no.
No, no,
no.
Nah,
exactly.
musical cities, do you know what I mean? But it's definitely developing, and there's something brewing in Derby. There's a lot of good bands on. Well, even on our bill tonight.
I mean,
Derby,
yeah,
Exactly.
Ross,
true,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like,
Last
in
Orders.
terms of what Derby's had in the past, really, anything significant to do with music has probably been assembly rooms, and there's been a few
Yeah.
big bands that's played
True.
there in the 80s and 90s, but then that's gone now.
and also where we're from, Alfreton and Ripley. There used to be a venue there, but that was back in like 60s and 70s
Yeah.
and 50s. But I think Beatles were going to play there.
Yeah,
Regal.
Yeah.
The Regal night.
Oh, of
Yeah.
course,
They
yeah.
asked for 250 quid, and we're like, nah,
Yeah,
oh,
too much.
Beatles.
Imagine it. I don't pay
it's what it is,
250
isn't it?
50 quid for Beatles.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's good to
Time,
see
innit?
venues like the Blessed starting to want to get back into being
Yeah.
a venue. And
Yeah, definitely.
put gigs on.
Yeah, they
like.
took a bit of a bold move. You know, normally management in bars nowadays, they're a bit complicit. You know? They're
Yeah.
not, they're not interested in what the potential of the business that they're in. You know, because you know, I imagine it's hard times for a lot of bars and pubs
True.
and stuff these days. But you know, I'll tell you, there's a remedy for that.
Yeah.
Get your fucking bands on.
Well, exactly.
Get people
Yeah.
playing music to your comers. You know.
Yeah, especially original stuff as well. Like you
Especially,
constantly
yeah.
see like cover bands and stuff tucked
Yeah.
away in a corner
Because
somewhere.
it's easy,
yeah.
isn't it? It's an easy route, isn't it?
Yeah.
Man? But there's not many people, mate, that don't love live music. It's just such a great universal thing, really. Well, almost universal. You know, there's not many people that don't like live music.
And I think,
Yeah, there's a lot
I
of
think
music
it's
scene now. It's not even live music. It's
But I mean, we're in,
Played,
in an
yeah.
age like
played
now-
live,
Yeah.
but not played.
But we're in an
At
age
all.
now where bands are so caught up on Spotify numbers and views
Yeah,
and
numbers.
streams. And I'd sooner sell out this place 2 nights
Yeah.
nights for
Yeah,
now
I
than
know,
5,000 numbers. Do you know what I mean? So I still think the best way to do it is to perform live. You know,
Yeah.
get
It's
your
just
name
tough
out there.
to break out.
Yeah,
because we've got the people who know of us. You know, I speak to them and after gigs and everything. They love our music and they're really passionate about it, and it's really inspiring. And so it's for me sometimes I think it's quite more of a case of just it's so impenetrable now to get to a wider audience, because you're having to deal with fucking adverts for what? Fucking like Tesla, Eon, vacuum cleaners, fucking Chinese knickknacks
Yeah.
and stuff. Everything's advertised in one place, in your phone, on the internet, you know, and everybody's fighting for that advertising space. And actually, what it's doing is drowning everything out.
Yeah, true.
And like, really, when everything was being done by people, you know, word of mouth, face to face, there
the best
was
way,
so much
yeah.
more going on, because like people didn't feel as obstructed as they do now. It's almost like there's more tools than ever.
Yeah, but it's just
But
everything in your face
But
all at once.
all
Yeah.
that's done is put, you know, all you've done by getting all those tools is they're giving you a bigger job to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And so I saw you guys working on new music. Obviously, a couple of you mentioned it. Have you got anything kind of you can reveal now? Like any plans or?
Yeah, I mean, we're working on his debut album.
Oh,
at the
that's it.
minute. Yeah. So I mean, we're playing 2 tunes tonight in the set, which are brand new. We've not,
Oh,
not
cool.
played it before,
Wow.
so they're pretty much studio ready, to be honest. So the next step after these live shows is to start thinking about getting
So-
back in the studio, getting these songs
Yeah.
done, and doing some proper like single campaigns and stuff.
Yes,
promoting them.
exactly, yeah.
Which is like in the past we've advertised tunes, but we're not.
But
We are
we've not,
you know.
yeah, we're not clued up, and we've not got the professional ability when it comes to selling art.
But
Yeah.
now
But
we
now
do
we
have
are.
Because that is a
management.
professional
Yeah,
ability
true.
nowadays, believe it or not.
No, thanks the manager mayor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's done a sunny job putting these jobs together.
Promise Slam Press.
Yeah.
It's an outfit now, mate.
Yes.
So
It's a
yeah.
whole outfit.
We're
Look at
in
it,
the
it's more-
roster, yeah. So
You know, look at-
exciting times ahead. You know what I mean? Taking it to that next level professionally.
Yes,
From where we
exactly.
are.
Yeah.
Social media wise, like obviously we've still got to do our bit, but we can now more focus more on the music and
Yeah.
A lot of people will be probably surprised to hear that since 2019 we've already got 33 songs out. That
Yeah, I saw that on
we've-
Facebook. Yeah.
we've recorded that off his own backs.
yeah, we're
There's not
not,
many
we're not
bands
short of a
impressive.
tune or two, mate.
There's
We
not
did.
many bands at this level that have even 15
Yeah,
songs on Spotify.
exactly.
To mine over
Yeah.
30. You know.
And then over like 60 on SoundCloud.
And we've had to learn a lot of hard
Yeah.
lessons. We've had to learn a lot of hard lessons with that. Like, you know, to save a bit of money. The first time we went to the studio, we recorded 8 tracks in one day,
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
live. And then like, you know, this is where
We paid him like one
yeah,
day's worth.
yeah, we gave
Yeah,
him
no,
one
that
day,
was it, yeah.
and then we gave him one extra day to mix them all.
Yeah, but
You know,
that, again,
yeah.
but that's
That
something
was
we've
just-
learned though, innit, along
Yeah,
the way
yeah.
now. Like we're getting
We
more
were
professional
about
with that. And
17 or something like that. Yeah.
yeah, we were young mates. But yeah, man.
Yeah. Is it? I assume it was like a conscious decision to go. Okay, we'll kind of do these singles and then we'll jump on an album and kind of.
Yeah, I mean, we've been thinking about it for a while,
I
haven't
think,
we? But,
yeah, what I
mean,
started to notice was that, like, I wondered if people, because, you know, I'll show people your music and they'll be, so, like, a lot of them will go unnoticed because of the fact that we're bringing out such a volume of singles and different releases.
Yeah.
Like, when people will click on one of our album arts, to go to see the single, it'll have the one track there, and then they might assume that every picture's like that because it's all in the singles category.
True, yeah.
Some of them have got is an EP that's got 6 tracks on. So I wanted to. I did. Yeah. I think do we need to go back and put everything onto collection so people know that music's there? Because I think people are in a rush when they're on the phone, aren't they? If it's not right there in front of them,
they're not going to sift through the B-side.
They're not going to sift through all that.
But I also feel like it's hard to grasp people's attention for an album nowadays. You know what I mean? With Spotify, ease of listening. The quick listening, they're only going to listen to 4 tracks, which is why EPs are so popular.
Yeah, but who's making decent albums?
Yeah, well that's it though, isn't it? So I mean, it's a tough one, but I think we're ready for a debut album. That's the next step. You know what I mean? But I mean, as I said to you earlier, you only do your debut album once, so
yeah, and even after
exactly. You got
to take care of the mental health and make something a bit tamey.
They can do what they want though, mate.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Don't matter.
And have you guys got much planned for the rest of the year then? Any more kind of gigs? I know you said you're hitting the studio, but
hoping to get some festivals.
Pretty busy.
Festival season's coming up, so we're still waiting to hear what we're
yes.
It's about this time of the year that the festivals make
exactly,
to the lineup. So I mean, we've been shortlisted for Truck Festival,
cool.
which is cool.
I think we're just going to try and see what we're capable of at the minute with live shows.
Yeah.
And putting on his own shows, because you're not doing good waiting for promoters to pick you up. You're better off building an audience, and then now we've got professional involved, which is very, very good art manager, and she's going to put it together for us. We know the places where we want to play, we know what we think we're capable of, but what we've neglected before is how
social media stuff.
Getting the event known. Making people do want to come to our gigs, so let's let them know that they want to come to our gigs.
I've had a lot of people notice recently have said to me
me too.
Your social media presence is a lot more professional. It looks better. It's more consistent. You know what I mean? And that's what we've needed for ages. Do you know what I mean? To take it to that next level professionally in our online presence, and it's also allowed us to focus a bit more just on the music.
I'm 22 and so is Will, and
I'm 23.
Will's 23 now. Reese is 23, and even growing up with social media, it beats me, mate.
Yeah, and it's almost a full-time job as well. Everything else, just to constantly be posting.
It is, but we've got a great photographer and all, a friend of ours.
And graphic design.
We're forming this, having
building
this
a team
around.
Yeah, exactly.
That is what a band needs, really.
Every band needs its own Apple record.
Needs it, yeah.
Yeah,
but we're finally getting this team that's, making things at the professional standard.
Bringing our vision to life.
Because we are professional musicians, and we can write good tunes, but we're not necessarily professional beings in a lot of them.
You wouldn't take us seriously in a bank.
Yeah, that's
I wouldn't be a good accountant.
I wouldn't be a good customer.
Yeah.
And then just a kind of lighter question to end on. Do you guys have a dream tour lineup you'd want to be a part of?
Supporting?
Well, yeah, I mean, either supporting or if you want to have a few of your friends kind of come along and tour with you.
Supporting Alice in Chains.
That'd be sick. I'd be down with that. They need to tour over here again, so...
They're playing here this year, I think.
Are they really? Oh, sick.
Obviously,
to look at that.
Not the original lineup, is it?
No.
I don't know. I think...
I'd like to support DMAs, I think.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I bet they're cool guys.
Yeah.
That'd be all, mate.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Seen them at those, but yeah, we're...
Yeah, Queens of Stone Age.
Oh yeah.
I'd love to support.
But
you've met
that's the question, I guess, isn't it?
I think
May's met
at one point a dream tour was going to South in America, and a lot of stuff's kicked off with South by Southwest at the minute. But, but at the same time, that a year ago, that was one of our little dream tours. We wanted to get on the road.
Obviously now we're fully not getting involved.
Yes, I've seen that much at the minute. It's
not
a good look.
It's too hot right now, isn't it?
Give it a couple of years.
It's a hot potato. No one wants to catch it.
Nice one.